Hello, I'm going to do update number 3 on being your own patient advocate. So I got a couple of notes here. There was a guy wanted to do some work for me, and he said he couldn't because he'd had surgery. Well, what had happened is he had had surgery, his bowel got nicked, and he really had no money to speak of. And I got to talking to him about it, and he said that no lawyers were taking on his case. Well, the best I could tell in talking to his sister was that he didn't present his case very well to the lawyers. So I said, what happened is the hospital said, okay, we'll write off the first surgery. You don't have to pay for that. But the repairing the nicked bowel, which caused him to have a colostomy, was going to be $40,000, which he didn't have. And I said, that's ridiculous. They caused you injury, and they're wanting you to pay for the surgery that they did badly. And I said, no, don't accept that. That isn't right. I talked to his sister about it. She said that he wasn't really good about advocating for himself. I really encouraged him to press the matter with the hospital, that it was their fault that this happened. And what came about of it was that in the words of his sister, he got stern with the hospital, and they agreed to fix him for free. So he's not going to have to pay for either one of the surgeries. The second thing that happened is my wife had an injury to her knee playing pickleball, and she went to an orthopedic doctor, and she wasn't happy at all. She said it wasn't diagnosed, and what really happened, which was two meniscus tears, and that she had to wait over an hour to see the doctor, and the doctor didn't have much of a bedside manner and didn't apologize for her wait. So she called up to ask for a different orthopedic doctor. The guy she talked to on the phone said, no, I can't do that. I said to her, you're entitled to a second opinion. I said, don't stop with your first no. Call back, see if you can get someone else that can help you out. And that's what she did. So she called back, and the guy emphasized to her that what you're going to do is you're going to say that you want a second opinion, and that way you can get a different doctor. So a couple more things that might be helpful to you. Oh, and also one thing that happened to me was I had surgery done, and I took a look at the notes that were online and also the follow-up notes. And they're using, almost for sure, they're using Dragon Naturally Speaking to do their notes and not checking them real good. Anyway, the wrong side was specified for the history and physical. And so I sent a note to the office saying, need to fix this. It's not left, it's right. And let me see, what was the other thing? Also, I went in for a post-op follow-up appointment, and I was told, you're supposed to wear a sling. I said, then your post-op instructions are not very good, because I was not told to wear a sling. I have no memory of what happened after, pre-op to time I'm going home. My wife relayed to me what she had. I looked at the paperwork, and it was just very simplistic. This is what a rotator cuff is, and basically this is how it gets repaired, and these are things you can do to feel comfortable. These are warning signs to look for, and nothing about that. Another thing, and I brought this up with two people on the post-op follow-up, was that I've run 2 same-day surgeries, and I also worked in an operating room in the past. And I said, how come I didn't get the shoulder cooling thing that has the ice chest, the motor, and it circulates it? I was told not all insurance pays for it. Well, I doubt the insurance was even asked if they would pay for it. So I was given one ice bag, and then they wonder why I'm black, blue, and green down my arm and on my chest area. Well, we'd give people 2 ice bags if they didn't have the circulating, the cooling machine, and tie them together, and that way it'd cover more of the shoulder. And I said, you need better instruction on there. And I was told, why aren't you wearing your sling? I said, there's nothing in there about wearing a sling except at first wear a sling. And generally slings are for positioning and comfort measures. And then I was told, well, you're supposed to wear it for 4 to 6 weeks. I said, nobody told me. So I went and looked at the notes, and the notes said that I said I was told to wear a sling. No, I was not. I sent a message saying the note needs to get corrected. I was not told to wear a sling. Why might that be important? Well, what if my insurance looks at that and says, okay, your shoulder surgery failed and you didn't follow instructions? So have a look at those things. You can challenge them. They can fix the note. They just have to go to the trouble of doing it. Now, when I told them that they need better post-op instructions, and also that wasn't enough ice, and they're expecting me to remember stuff from surgery when they give you an agent that makes you forget things, that's asking too much. And they acknowledged what I said. I could tell nobody was going to do anything. So when I do a follow-up with the surgeon, I'm going to say it again, and hopefully it's helped someone.